Thank you, James Bothwell. Give it up for your host, James Bothwell. He's awesome. He was on my radio show. I do a radio show called Stand Up for News. It's stand-up comics, and we tell the news. And Gina's amazing as well. She was on it before. Gina! Give it up for her as well. One day she'll decipher which one of us is Esterline and which one of us is Bothwell. Not today. Someday. It's okay, though. Gina always asks for a highlight when she comes to the bar. And I always tell her the same joke. A highlight? Well, that's what I tell my boss after I smoke a blunt when I'm late for work. And she's like looking at me like, you already told me that. Well, I wrote a new one for you, Gina. It goes, a highlight? Oh, that's what your stepmom told you after she took a Xanny and told you, I love you, Gina. I thought it was ironic that Bothwell, you doing all them squats, but also that's the exact amount of shit you lost doing squats. You didn't lose squat, huh? I lost like 60 pounds. That's why they're making fun of how big my shirt is. You know, I'm a comic, so I'm too poor and a bartender to go buy new shirts. All right, but I do have a funny radio show, and we got some news stories on it. Dick Colligan's been on it. Give it up for Dick. He went up earlier. So there was, I'll tell you an example. This one was new. A UFC fighter, a MMA fighter, he had his trunks rip open while he was in the middle of a fight. Did you guys hear about that? And his testicles popped out of his trunks when it popped open, you know? Yeah. UFC, more like UFC these nuts. MMA, I see your balls. That's it. Oh, I was on my buddy's radio station that we're going to be moving ours to his network, and he had a lot of viewers. That's why we're moving to it. It's a bigger format. We're talking about the comedy club. Give it up for Clearwater Comedy Club, you guys, please. I'm glad you guys want to come and check out. So he had a caller calling and say he had a problem at work with one of these with his coworkers, female coworkers, looking at the guy's crotch all the time. First of all, after the guys on Fisher, you were on that show, right? You were on it with me. After we were talking about it, we determined that was a lie, first of all. And second of all, I had this problem at work where this girl I worked with was staring at my crotch and at my crucifix I was wearing at the same time. Believe it or not, yeah, she was a cross-eyed, cockeyed chick. That's why I wear sunglasses at work, too. And I have a t-shirt that says, my eyes are down here with an arrow pointing down. It says, leather gloves, steak knife. Oh, this is OJ's list, not mine. Okay. Well, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to read my writing. I did a roast of Santa Claus last year. I want to tell you some of those things, too. But first I'm going to tell you this thing I thought of. Who was the pervert that was, like, so over the top that when he got caught doing it so many times, they said, you know what? From now on, we're calling that jacking off. And he's like, no, yeah, Jack, no, we're calling it that from now on. You blew it for all the other Jacks. They should call it Jamesing off. Or Fishering off, right? All right, this is open mic. It's new. All right, so I did roast Santa Claus last year. I roasted him. It was really fun. And but I don't like Christmas. You guys like Christmas? Yeah. Oh, that's great. I don't like it because the first time I met Santa Claus was when I was in a foster home, and I was like 4 years old. My foster mom was like, go sit on Santa's lap. And I was like, all right, and tell him what you want. And I was like, okay, I went and sat on his lap. And I told him I wanted a big wheel, but he had a huge erection at the time, so it kind of ruined it for me. That is not the funny part. First of all. Second of all, my foster mom said that he was going to come in my chimney, but that's not what I thought she meant, you know? She said Santa's we're going to have a present in his sack for me. That's not what I thought she meant, though. So when I roasted him, I told him that, you know, and I said, you remember, don't you, Santa? It wasn't really Santa. It was another comedian dressed as Santa, right? And I said, Santa Claus, look at me when I tell you this. I hate you, Santa. And there's a woman in the audience that gasped. She's like, I'm like, it's not really Santa. And Santa's not fucking real either. Just calm down, you know? I was like, I hate you, Santa Claus. I hate you, guts. I wish you were dead, Santa. You know, I wish we were at your cremation right now, in fact, Santa. That way you could be getting roasted while you're getting roasted. All right. Oh, my. What other Santa thing? Oh, yeah. Did you guys know that the original St. Nicholas, the saint that Santa's based on, was from Turkey? Did you guys know that? He got his sainthood by rescuing 3 women for prostitution with 40 pieces of silver. Yeah, that's where they get the ho-ho-ho from. Also, he brought a dead baby back to life, you guys. And I was real mad because I was like, damn it, Santa, I paid good money for that operation. And And this joke I'll tell in Santa's original tongue, you know, from his original land that he's from, you know. You guys ready? He's from Turkey, remember? Gobble, 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 gobble. You get it? All right, stand up for news, you guys. Give it up.
James, that's the line one more time, everybody. All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we got 3 more comedians left. Our next comedian, please.